Hello, everyone. It's Charlton, and it's now been revealed. Well, it appears that the woman that was involved in the incident with Michael Avenatti last week, Tuesday, and into Wednesday, that led to him being taken into custody. Whether or not he was actually charged with anything, I think remains in dispute. He must have been arrested because he did have to post bail. I think it was $50,000 bail. All right, but the woman's been identified, and she's filed for a domestic violence restraining order today. Her name is Mareli Miniutti, and she's an Estonian actress. She's in her 20s. There's various photos of her. She's been in, I think she's had a variety of small parts in movies, including Ocean's 8, where it says uncredited. And I think she's going to be appearing in Crypto and Sargasso. I have no idea what those are, and other things. She has a Facebook page. There's many pictures of her in various reports. The Blast is what's reporting, I think, breaking this, but it's over at the Daily Mail as well. Okay, so, there's not a whole lot of details other than the fact that there's been a filing for a domestic violence restraining order, and that was just filed today. That the hearing for that restraining order has been set for December 10th. And there's actually here's a little piece of a video where she appears as an actress or actor in this, the Go Girls. I don't know what this is. This is from June 2018. That's when it was published. I don't know when the Go Girls. I don't know that. I don't know if that's a show or a movie or what, but I'll just show you just to get an idea of what she looks like and stuff. And yeah, hold on.
We're gonna have some fun. A toast to the Go Girls!
I've heard your demo. You're pretty good.
Stick with your vision, Lisa. Visualize success.
Arnold Kleinstein, famous record producer, seen on his yacht with 17 pole dancers. He has a crew of 5 women, stranded at sea with 22 gorgeous girls. The guy's a freak.
You've got yourself a boy toy here.
Okay, and she's obviously very attractive. She's in her 20s. The reports were that on Wednesday it appeared with her on sunglasses that her face was bruised. And Michael Avenatti has continued to maintain that this individual, Jacob Wall, from Surefire Intelligence, if in fact he is the one behind Surefire Intelligence, set him up, and that he's coming after him, and he's got a number of tweets, saying that over his Twitter feed, which I'll get to in a second, and I was starting to think that was making sense to me. In fact, I was thinking that there was no woman, that this seemed to be all staged, and that he was, turning the setup back on, back on Jacob Wall and actually trying to net him up with the authorities or something. I don't know. I appears I was wrong, but I don't know what the situation is. Obviously, I don't know if this woman's claims are true or what. And yeah, now this person's been identified. In her 20s. I don't know how old Michael Avenatti is. He's probably, I think he's right around my age. I think he was born in 72. I don't know why. I think I saw that on his Wikipedia page, which would make him about 45. So let's just quickly go through some of the details here. It says, Michael Avenatti was arrested on domestic violence allegation last week. It was Tuesday, was the incident, and then Wednesday was where she showed up at his apartment. Apparently, this all began because he was kicking her out of the apartment, which would maybe make sense. I was looking at this article about, was he set up? So, it says here, note which section of the penal code the LAPD mentioned in its tweet. and it's the Section 273.5 deals specifically with violence committed against someone you know intimately, and that's what he was arrested on suspicion of. So whether he was charged or not, I just don't know, you know. And but it has to be somebody that meets this criteria: the offender's spouse or former spouse, the offender's cohabitant or former cohabitant, the offender's fiance or fiance. Those are both fiance. I don't know, but I'm assuming she in fact was his cohabitant, living with him at least for some short period of time, you know, and that's what the original incident was Tuesday. He was kicking her out. That is supposedly what became, you know, I think that's when the alleged domestic violence report was filled out by the police, even though he wasn't taken into custody that day. And for some reason, you know, the next day, Wednesday afternoon, she was spotted in front of the building with shades on, talking on a cell phone, presumably talking to him, saying, "How could you do this to me? I'm going to get a restraining order against you." So according to witnesses, she had bruises on her face, red marks on both cheeks, and then she was allowed into the building, and I guess up to his apartment to retrieve her things. And a couple different reports. One said that she had called the cops and had them there on standby so that another incident wouldn't develop, or the cops just were called. I don't really know. But Michael Avenatti showed up, I think, 5 minutes later, and he was not allowed up to the apartment. He wasn't allowed onto the elevator and was spoken to by the police in the lobby and then taken into custody. That's how the story went. So, where was I? But his accuser was revealed as Mareli Miniutti, and an Estonian actress in her 20s. The blonde has appeared in the likes of Ocean's 8, and I've been through that. It's pretty much the whole story right there. Avenatti, who famously worked for Donald Trump's porn star accuser Stormy Daniels, she said if these charges turn out to be true, she's going to be dropping him. He was filmed by TMZ, you know, walking down the street one evening right after this, and he seemed extremely confident in himself. You know, that saying, "If I was you, Jacob Wall, I wouldn't be sleeping well at night, and I'm coming after you." And you know, and also it was asked about whether or not Stormy Daniels, he believes she's going to be dropping him as her attorney. He said quite confidently, you know, no way. And over at his Twitter feed, it's just many different tweets directed at Jacob Wall. I look forward to clearing my name and a disclosure of all the facts. I have never abused a woman or committed domestic violence against anyone. Any claim to the contrary is completely bogus and fabricated. I am a target, and I will be exonerated. Jacob Wall is a complete dirtbag, dishonest, unethical criminal. He had no right to come after Mueller or me. He will learn a very hard lesson through the judicial system. Very. And that's an article about the Mueller incident. So, Jacob, I'm not laughing, and neither is Mueller. Whatever you do, don't go and destroy any further evidence. Yes, we already know. Pro-Trump activists who smeared Mueller now insist he was joking when taking credit for Avenatti abuse claims. RawStory.com. And yeah, I mean that's the story there. I mean, even this had me. This is on Michael Avenatti's Twitter feed, you know, but he's posting and he's saying this is garbage. The right is using in an effort to discredit me in the court of public opinion. It's a picture of a girl with her face bruised up, and you know, it took a while for me to figure it out, but if you Google search that same image, you'll find that in somebody else's Twitter feed from 2015. So that is not the person involved in this incident. It's bogus, totally bogus, which would make sense. Which is why anyways, it's bogus. So, you know, that's pretty much the story there. There's the actual filing on November 19th today. Again, there's going to be a hearing for this restraining order on on December 10th, because you don't just get one. You literally have to prove to a judge or convince a judge that you have a valid claim to do that. A lot of times they're turned down, for whatever reason. So that, I think, is the story there, man. It is. And that's it, dude. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.